Good evening and welcome to the Pirates TV viewers. I'm your presenter and commentator, Scott Mitchell, and tonight we bring you here from Wimborne Road, Poole Pirates versus the Plymouth Gladiators in the Championship Jubilee League Southern. Now, Poole top the table here and Plymouth are at the bottom, and they don't want to stay at the bottom, and a win tonight could get them off the bottom. But they're going to struggle. They've got many guests in this evening, and I don't see this as one of their priority meetings coming up. So, what have we been doing in the last week? Well, the Pirates haven't really been up to anything. At this time of year, the riders have been riding for their Premiership sides, and we're just glad that they come back after a week uninjured, and the Pirates full 1-7 are available. Plymouth have had injuries. They've got suspensions. It's been a tough time for them. The whole season has been tough. But, like I said, they don't want to finish bottom of this league. I think their attention is probably down to next week when they return to Championship action, and they have 2 meetings left at home in the Championship to secure their top 6 spot for the playoffs, which is all important for all the teams. They've been away last weekend on Friday and lost narrowly away to Edinburgh, and on Saturday they took a bit of a hiding at Berwick. So those 2 home meetings for Plymouth are going to be very important into their playoff hopes. So, let's head over to the pits, see our roaming reporter Rob Dyer and see who he's got with him.
Okay, pitside with Poole Pirates manager Neil Middleditch, and Neil, tonight we're taking on Plymouth Gladiators in the Jubilee South section. The final match of the section, Pirates unbeaten, and the Plymouth guys come here a little bit decimated with injuries and absences again, and they'll be looking to try and avoid bottom spot in this league.
Yeah, I think that's all they got. They've got pride to race for tonight, and as you say, we've got nothing to race for. Of course, we want to race, we want to win, we want to just sort of cement our position. I know we finished top anyway, but every meeting's there to be won.
And we've got to really look ahead to next week then when Redcar come into town, because the positions in the league table are still very much up for grabs. We're in the battle with Glasgow for second and third positions really, and it's going to be important next week that Pirates take all 3 points against Redcar. Yeah,
that's right. I mean, what I say tonight to the boys is, okay, there's not a lot riding on this one, but just to make sure that tonight you got all the setups right, everything's good for next week, because as you say, that's a very important meeting for us.
And it's a busy weekend with the Pairs Championship at Oxford on Friday night, and then on to the Grand Prix on Saturday and Sunday. What's your thoughts about the Pairs Championship over at Oxford?
Yeah, I think we've got a good chance. Stevie and Danny, they're a good pair. They ride well together. I think Leicester are going to be obviously a big danger, and Oxford. But there's no reason we can't go there and win it. I mean, if we can just get at the starts and get those, not just first places, we need heat advantages. There's no reason why we can't come away with the trophy.
Well, thanks for your time, Neil, as always. Have a good night tonight with the boys, and I'm sure you'll be having a good weekend at Oxford and Cardiff as well.
Yeah, cheers, Rob. Thanks very much, mate. Bye.
Well, still pitside with Louis Kerr, who's doing a guest booking this evening for the Gladiators at number 1. And Louis, Poole's a track you don't come to very often.
No, first time here this season. I do like coming here. It's always tough, but I do enjoy the track, so yeah, looking forward to it.
And Plymouth have been giving you a few guest bookings over the course of the last month or so. That must be good for the bank balance.
Yeah, absolutely. With what happened to King's Lynn, it's ideal for me. So I hadn't been to Plymouth for about 5 years, and I've been there a couple of times in the last few weeks now. So that's been good. And I'm at Plymouth next week for Redcar, so it's perfect for me.
Yeah, and it's been a bit of a sad season for Plymouth, hasn't it? Because they've suffered all these injuries and some absences along the way, and they really haven't been able to run at full strength from almost the start of the season. So calling on guests like yourself has been vital to keep them ticking over as the league and this Jubilee series progresses. Yeah,
it has been tough for them. They start of the season had a strong looking side, so I do feel for them. So yeah, the guests have been good so far. I think tonight's it's a lot tougher with the away averages and stuff, so I will go out and give it our all and see what we can do.
Good chance for you to look forward to next week when Redcar come to town, and of course the Bears are still in a position to look for a playoff spot, and no doubt you'll be sizing up the track and passing on some info to the rest of your boys.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's perfect for me coming here, get a set up hopefully dialed in for next week when Redcar are here, so it should be good.
And you got a meeting at Oxford at the weekend in the Pairs. You go with Charles Wright, so that's a strong outfit for the Bears. Must be fancying your chances up there.
Yeah, everyone looks strong. It's going to be a tough day, but me and Charles ride good together, and be nice to get the job done.
Well, I know you're going to do your very best for the Gladiators tonight. Wave that flag high. Thanks for your time,
Thanks,
Louis, and have a safe meeting.
Thank you. Cheers.
So here we go with tonight's rider lineup. We'll start with Plymouth Gladiators. At number 1, Lewis Kerr comes in as a guest. He replaces the suspended Ben Barker. At number 2, Jason Edwards comes in as a guest. He replaces Alfie Botel, who's on the current injured list with knee ligament damage from an injury a couple of weeks ago. At number 3, Plymouth will operate a rider replacement for the injured Edward Kennett. At number 4, coming in as a guest, is Dillon RUML. He's in for Michael Palm-Toft, who re-aggravated his shoulder injury at Berwick on Saturday evening. At number 5 is Broc NICOL. He comes in as a guest. Yes, this reiterating here. He's in for Hans Andersen, who has a Danish League commitment this evening. And at number 6 is Ben Morley. He's the captain for the evening. And captains a side of guests tonight. At number 7 is Harry McGURK, good friend of Nathan Ablitt, and I look forward to their tussle at reserve again tonight. And their team manager, the ever-present Garry May. So we move over to the Pirates, and at number 1 is Steve Worrall. He's one of the current Pirates who recently was announced in Neil Middleditch testimonial, which is at the end of the month. At number 2, Drew Kemp. He'll be looking for a big night tonight. At number 3 is the Poole Pirates skipper, Danny King. He's the second rider in the current Pirates lineup to be announced to be taking part in Neil Middleditch's testimonial. At number 4, Ben Cook. He's become a bit of a Heat 14 hero of late, and he'll be looking to do that again this evening. At number 5 is Richard Lawson, the third of our current Pirates that will be racing in Midlow's testimonial. It's definitely one not to be missed, that. At number 6, Zach Cook. He's really enjoying his spell at reserve. He's been racking up the points here at Wimborne Road. And at number 7 is Nathan Ablitt, our hard-charging reserve, who's becoming a bit of a Pirates hero here at Wimborne Road. And our ever-present team manager is Neil Middleditch.
Let's see if we can meet them first of all, ladies and gentlemen. At number 7, one of only 2 Gladiators, regulars on just his second visit to Wimborne Road, is Harry McGURK. Number 6, he assumes the captain's role tonight. He's the other Glad's regular and pays 7 visits here already, Ben Morley. Number 5, scoring well for Glasgow. Pirates rivals for second place in the championship is Broc NICOL. At 4, looked impressive last week here with the Cheetahs, chipping in with 8 points on the night, Dillon RUML. We know the long-term injury affecting Edward Kennett means that the Gladiators will arrive rider replacement this evening at number 3. At number 2, presently appearing for Kings Lynn in the Premiership, and number 2 at Redcar in the Championship was Jason Edwards. And number 1, he had a spell here with the Pirates in 2017. He proved good at value. He's now with Kings Lynn in the Premiership, Redcar in the Championship. It's Lewis Kerr. All right, our current number 7-1. At number 7, one of, well, there's still plenty to come from our young Pirates debutant. He is Nathan Ablitt. And number 6, he teamed up with his brothers to secure the match lead in last week's thriller with Oxford, Zach Cook. Number 5, again, just 1 point drop to an opponent last week. It got him rider of the night, Richard Lawson. Number 4, he showed us what he's made of in Heat 14 last week. It was a crucial win that turned the match, Ben Cook. Number 3, he finished with a couple of good wins last Wednesday, our captain Danny King. Number 2, celebrating 20 years, his birthday tomorrow. He battled with machinery a week ago, but we know he's ready to bounce back. Come on everyone, Drew Kemp. And at number 1, he's a big scorer for the Pirates all year long, Steve Worrall. So, 2 captains, Ben tonight on behalf of the Gladiators, Danny, of course. And is Dudley going to spin the coin? He's got Morris's magic penny. Tails is called. Tails it is again. It's the away team, isn't it? He's taking 2 and 4 for the Gladiators in heat number 1.
And here we go with your rider lineups. On the inside in blue for the Pirates will be Drew Kemp. In gate 2 in yellow will be Jason Edwards for the Gladiators. In gate 3 in red will be Stevie Worrall for the Pirates. And in gate 4, the guest again tonight, in white will be Lewis Kerr. So our start marshal Rob Bottom, he's calls them in, asking them politely to come to tapes. Lewis Kerr comes in first. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, race 1, sponsored by KD Wardrobes. And away we go. And it's a good start from Stevie Worrall, gets over the top of Jason Edwards. Drew Kemp's coming up the grip on the inside, but Lewis Kerr holds it on the outside. So as we look at the moment, just a 3-all heat score. But it's Worrall out front, but Kemp's not done at the back. He's going to try and cut under Lewis Kerr there. But as always with heat 1, there's plenty of grip on the inside here at Wimborne Road. And the start always all important. Lewis Kerr's coming in alongside Jason Edwards there. Edwards has drifted wide, but Lewis Kerr's passed Edwards now, is taking chase to Worrall. Just a little bit of dust coming up already here at Wimborne Road, which is totally unexpected. But as we come to the line, it's red, white, yellow and blue. Red, white, yellow and blue. That's a 3-all heat score as the result of heat 1. Now Steve Worrall comes round to take the plaudits. A good gate off of gate 3. The tapes to flag for him in heat 1. Just what you want your number 1 to do at home. The meetings where we've struggled is because we've struggled early doors and have got beaten in the first few heats. But it's a 3-all heat score.
Heat number 1
is the result of heat number 1. And here's confirmation of the result. In red was the winner, was Steve Worrall. He picks up 3 points for the Pirates. In second, in white, was Lewis Kerr. He picks up a couple for the Gladiators. Jason Edwards picked up the all-important and vital 1 point in yellow for the Gladiators. And at the back, in blue, was Drew Kemp for the Pirates. 3-all was the race score. And the match score after heat 1, yes, you've guessed it, it's 3 points apiece. So here we go, heat 2, sponsored by Compact Lifting Services. On the inside in white, we have the captain, Ben Morley for the Plymouth Gladiators. In gate 2 in red, we have Zach Cook for the Pirates. In gate 3, we in yellow, we have Harry McGURK. Look at that, the Dennis Sigalos look-alike. And in gate 4, for the Pirates, in blue, is Nathan Ablitt. Harry and Nathan, really good buddies, ride together for the Bellevue Colts. Love racing against one another. I always like to see them too. I think Harry's going back to Nathan's to stay at Nathan's tonight after the meeting, so that's how good of friends they are. So here we go, it's heat 2. Oh, and Ben Morley went early. Ben Morley went early, I think. Zach there having a good look. Zach Cook, seeing where to start. He's starting on a fresh space. So here we go, Heat 2, sponsored by Compact Lifting Services. On grid positions, a change over. So on the inside now, we have Harry McGURK in yellow. Next to him, in red for the Pirates, is Zach Cook. In gate 3, 15 metres back in white will be Ben Morley. And up at the tapes, in blue on gate 4 will be Nathan Ablitt for the Pirates.
Right on the line, Harry McGURK now.
So here we go with the rerun of Heat 2. Up go the tapes and away we go. And it's a good start for Zach Cook. And Ablitt's there as well. Ablitt's there with him. This is a great start for the Pirates. Morley has now gone under McGURK and caught McGURK, and now Ben Morley will take chase to Nathan Ablitt. Ablitt now has to hold his nerves because he's going to be hunted down. Morley's the quicker reserve. But Ablitt's got his own space and time, nothing in his way, so he should be able to keep this up. Zach Cook will know nothing about this out front in red. But it's Ablitt holding that second position comfortably. Morley makes a mistake going into turn 3. So with a lap to go, we're looking like a Pirates 5-1 here to open up a lead in the meeting. As we come to the tapes, it's a 5-1 to the Pirates at reserve berth. It's red, blue, white and yellow as they come over the line. Red, blue, white and yellow. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. Is the result of Heat 2. Taking the match score after Heat 2, 8-4. 8 to the Pirates. And listen to the crowd. They love Nathan Ablitt and they love Zach Cook, and they love a 5-1 here at Wimborne Road.
Heat number 2.
Good start from Ablitt there as well. Here's your Heat 2 result. In red was Zach Cook for the Pirates. He picks up 3 points. In second, in blue, was his partner Nathan Ablitt. He picks up 2 for the Pirates. In third was Ben Morley, even though he was on 15 metres. He was in white. 1 point for him. And in fourth was Harry McGURK in yellow. 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. Confirmation of the Rat score after 2 heats. 8 to the Pirates and 4 to the Gladiators. So here we go then from the inside. Brother of Heat 2 winner in Gate 1 is Ben Cook in blue for the Pirates. In Gate 2 is the rider replacement in white, Jason Edwards for the Gladiators. In Gate 3 it's Captain Fantastic in red for the Pirates. It's Danny King. And in Gate 4 in yellow is Dillon RUML, who picked up 8 points here last week. Jason Edwards, you should say, having an advantage here. He's had a ride in Heat 1. Garry May's put him straight in Heat 3. Here we go. And away we go. And Edwards doesn't quite make it because Danny King goes right on the outside there. Ben Cook trying to come up the inside of Edwards. Now in yellow round the outside is coming RUML. But it looks like Danny King's gone at the front. Ben Cook's tried at going in wide there and cutting back tight, but Jason Edwards had that covered. Ben Cook's gone in very wide and hit turn 3 and 4. Trying to build up that momentum. He's given it a good go. It just doesn't seem any material out there just yet to be fast enough to make a pass on the outside. But Ben Cook definitely looks the quicker. He's going to try it out there again. And he's getting some grip and almost got alongside Jason Edwards there. Surely he has to go big and deep on the last turn. He's giving it a go. Edwards looks over his shoulder. He's got it covered. It's white, it's red, white, blue, yellow. Red, white, blue and yellow. It's a heat win for the rider in red there, Danny King for the Pirates. Bought himself a couple of engines a few weeks ago, 2 new engines, bought one, it went really well. So a week later he bought another one. And he's been like a different rider since. So here's a confirmation of your Heat 3 result. It's a win in red for Danny King. He picked up the 3 points for the Pirates. In second in white was Jason Edward. He picks up a couple for the Gladiators. In third in blue was Ben Cook. He picks up the all-important point. And at the back in yellow was Dillon RUML. So the heat score there, 4-2 in favour of the Poole Pirates, taking the match score after 3 heats to 12 to the Pirates, 6 to the Gladiators.
It's a chance just to pick up with Zach Cook, winner of heat number 2. And Zach, nice start and a nice way to start your evening.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously we didn't get straight off and underway in the first one with the rerun, but yeah, well, good start in the second one, and yeah, now looking back.
Did you see the man on the inside twitch and go?
Yeah, it made me jump, and then he went again and went into the tapes and got tangled up there, but yeah.
Track out there okay tonight?
Yeah, it's nice, just the sun coming into turn 1, like you can't see till you're 3/4 of the way around, which not ideal. You want to be seeing where you're going on these things, but yeah, it's always the way here in the early few heats, but yeah, for some reason tonight just seems a bit worse, but hopefully with the track rate and a bit more time, need some clouds in the sky.
You wear the goggles with the tinted lenses on?
Yeah, to start off with the VR, it's really bad, so obviously you need 100% vision, so yeah, the tints help a bit, but yeah, still sort of a bit blind as well, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Zach. Good to speak to you. Thanks for your time tonight, as always. Richard, haven't started going yet. Sun's in the way, bit of a break, and obviously difficult if you're going off those 2 outside gates to find the right line into those corners.
Yeah, I think just entering bend 1, Danny was saying was really difficult the first quarter of it, but even just now it looks like it's settled, so I think a few more minutes and we should be good.
Yeah, track all right as you did the ride round earlier on?
Looked really nice, yeah. It's always tricky to try and get... You want loads of water in it, but then not too much. Like I think previous weeks have been a little bit greasy for Heat 1 and stuff, but it looked prime there, so fair play to them.
And Plymouth, your favourite visiting team here?
Always fun when Plymouth come to town.
Thanks, Richard. Knew you'd say that. Thank you very much. Jason, we're on the Poole live stream. 2 rides and 2 second places, so a reasonable start for you.
Yeah, no, my whole thing this year is just get as many meetings and just ride as many tracks as I can. And yeah, 3rd time here. I'm getting a little bit better, so yeah, just need to be a bit quicker down the straight and then we'll be away.
I think you said to me earlier on you've done something like 70 meetings so far this year, so another one on the calendar.
Yeah, I don't know how many weeks that's out of, but yeah, I mean, I had 2-3 days off the other week and that seemed quite a bit. So that's what's been brilliant this year. And I think that's kind of been shown in my scores as well, because I'm getting a little bit better consistently. So yeah, it's what it's all about. I'm enjoying it all. And it's just nice to race in front of a big crowd as well.
And you're checking it out for Redcar next week?
Yeah, we're here next week. I think that's the first of loads. So yeah, hopefully Redcar can get a big meeting out of that because we need it. And yeah, extra practice wherever we can get it.
OK, keep doing your thing for the Gladiators tonight. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
So here comes the lineup. Heat 4 sponsored by Top Class Consultancy. And on the inside, he's had a 2nd place already. It's Nathan Ablitt for the Pirates in gate 1 in blue. In gate 2 in yellow is the reserve change. Ben Morley, the captain, comes out in heat 4. In gate 3 in red is Richard Lawson for the Pirates, and in gate 4 in white it's the likeable American Broc NICOL. What a lovely guy. Having a chat with him earlier in the pits. Great guy. So our start marshal, it's Colin this time, calls the riders in for heat 4. Up go the tapes and away we go, and it's a good start from Richard Lawson. Cuts the runner Broc NICOL off round the outside. NICOL cuts to the inside. Ben Morley, he's in 3rd in yellow with Nathan Ablitt at the back in this one. Didn't get away from the start well there, Ablitt. And now it's going to have a lot of work to do if he's going to catch up with Ben Morley. But it's that man again, Lawson. He's out front in red. Seems to keep getting rider of the night week after week. And the other riders winning rider of the night, it's like hen's teeth at the minute. They don't get a chance because Lawson just bosses it like he is this race. But Ablitt is now caught up to the back of Morley. Morley's made a couple of mistakes. There's going to be a pass. It's going to be there, and it's going to have to be quick. It's the last half lap. It's red. It's white. It's yellow, and it's blue. Red, white, yellow, and blue. It's a 3-all heat score. That's the result of heat 4. And here comes your winner. I keep saying it, signing of the year, it's Richard Lawson. Here in red. So here comes the confirmation of the heat 4 result. It's first and 3 points for the rider in red, Richard Lawson. Second went to the rider in white, Broc NICOL. He picked up a couple for the Gladiators. In third, in yellow, was Ben Morley in third place. And at the back there, in blue, was Nathan Ablitt. So 3-all was the heat score, taking the match score after heat 4 to 15 to the Pirates, 9 to the Gladiators. Here we go. It's heat 5, sponsored by Trethowens. And on the inside, the man we've spoken to in the pits at the break, in yellow is Jason Edwards for the Gladiators. In gate 2 in red, it's Captain Marvel, Danny King for the Pirates. In gate 3, in white is Lewis Kerr for the Gladiators. And in gate 4, in blue, is Ben Cook for the Pirates. Big revs there to clear the engine so they don't bog down when they're asked to move. Big clear. Takes her up on heat 5 and away we go. And it's another good start from Danny King. And Ben Cook's coming around the outside. Oh, just gets shut off a little bit there from Kerr in white. Ben still persisted with that big wide line. Jason Edwards at the back in yellow. Ben Cook now caught a little bit mid-track there on that lap. But it's Danny King gone at the front. He's going to take some catching in red for the Pirates. Can Ben Cook do anything about Lewis Kerr? Lewis Kerr has now picked up the line of Danny King. He's watching him on the way in and more or less riding him wheel mark for wheel mark. So clever racing from Lewis Kerr in white there. Very clever racing. Ben Cook has now started to do the same to follow Louis Kerr, but it's a win. It's red, white, blue and yellow as they cross the line. Red, white, blue and yellow. It's a 4-2 heat score is the result of heat 5. So confirmation of the heat 5 result. It's a win for Danny King in red for the Pirates. He picks up 3 points. In second, in white, was Lewis Kerr for the Gladiators. He picks up a couple. In third was Ben Cook in blue. For third place in blue was Ben Cook. He scored a point there. And Jason Edwards picked up 0 points in yellow for the Gladiators. The Pirates stretch their lead by another 2 points, so the match score after heat 5 is 19 to the Pirates and 11 to the Gladiators. The riders are up at tapes, and on the inside in gate 1 in red for the Pirates is Steve Worrall. He won heat 1, don't forget. In gate 2 in white is Broc NICOL for the Gladiators. In gate 3 in blue is Drew Kemp for the Pirates, and on the outside in yellow and the reserve change is Harry McGURK. Chatting to Broc NICOL earlier, he was saying that we all know the Australians go home for the heat in the winter, but so do the Americans. They go home. They don't like this English weather, this cold English weather. So here we go. It's heat 6 and the tapes are up and away we go, and the Pirates look to have got away beautifully. Stevie Worrall's going to look over his shoulder, see his partner come round the outside of Drew Kemp. Pirates are on a 5-1 at this particular moment in time. Nichols trying to get up the inside of Worrall there. McGURK is trailing a little at the back. But it's Drew Kemp out front in blue for the Pirates. Oh, hits. Big lift. Manages to just about stay on. Beautiful work from Steve Worrall there, who slows the race down on the inside to let him come back with him. Looks over his shoulder. They'll now swap positions. Worrall will wide and Drew Kemp will go tight. Well looked after there, Stevie Worrall. Protecting the points. That's what the fans want to see. Drew Kemp just takes a look over his shoulder to see if Nicol was coming around the outside, but he wasn't. It's a win. It's red, blue, white and yellow. Red, blue, white and yellow. It's a 5-1 race score, maximum race score for the Pirates. And there's your heat winner, Stevie Worrall, coming round to take the accolades of the fans. It was a winner for the rider in red, Steve Worrall. He picked up 3 points for the Pirates. His partner followed him home for the maximum heat score in blue was Drew Kemp. He picked up a couple. Broc NICOL picked up the solitary point in white for the Gladiators, and at the back was Harry McGURK. Not quite on the pace there in yellow. On the inside in white in gate 1 will be Lewis Kerr as the rider replacement for the Gladiators. In gate 2, the all-conquering fastest ride of the season for Richard Lawson when he won his last heat out. He's in red. In yellow is Dillon RUML for the Gladiators. He's off gate 3, and in gate 4 in blue is Zach Cook for the Pirates. Heat 7 is sponsored by Wessex Marine. The riders now come into tapes. Our start marshal's happy and away we go. And Richard Lawson has got over Kerr there, and round the outside of Lewis Kerr has come RUML. Zach Cook finds himself at the back. He's going to have to find some passing to do. But it's Richard Lawson out front, riding that fast line that he knows and loves. Like he sat in his armchair on that line, Lawson. The Gladiators fill the spots 2 and 3, and it's Zach Cook at the back. Lawson looks lightning quick this evening. The bike is pulling as we go into the last lap. That bike is pulling his arms off. He stretches another bike length lead coming out of turn 2 by the pit gate as he comes to take the checker flag. It's red, yellow, white and blue. Red, yellow, white and blue. It's a 3-all heat score. Here's the result of heat 7. Taking the max score after heat 7 to 27 to the Pirates, 15 to the Gladiators. Great work. Must be easy for the mechanic when the bike's going right. You just leave us as it is. Here's your heat 7 result. A winner in red, picking up the 3 points for the Pirates was Richard Lawson. In second was yellow, Dillon RUML. He picks up a couple for the Gladiators. Third in white was Lewis Kerr, and last was in blue was Zach Cook. As we said, 3-all heat score was the result, and 27 to the Pirates, 15 to the Gladiators. And on the inside, a reserve change from Garry May. In yellow, in gate 1 will be Ben Morley. In gate 2, in blue, will be Nathan Ablitt. for the Pirates in gate 3. In white will be Jason Edwards for his 4th ride of the evening. And in gate 4 in red will be Drew Kemp for the Pirates. Our start marshal Colin is trying to call these youngsters in. For Heat 8. Start marshal's ready. Our referee's ready and the tapes go up. And Ablitt's made a beauty. And so is Drew Kemp. But coming around the outside of Ablitt is Ben Morley. No, it's not. It's Jason Edwards. Sorry, Morley's in yellow. I do apologise there, but it's now all about Ablitt. Can he keep Morley behind him? Out front is Drew Kemp, looking fast and furious. Morley is now taking chase after passing out. Edwards, sorry, is taking chase after passing Ablitt. He's now catching up to Drew Kemp. It looks like Ablitt looks fairly comfortable in 3rd with 1 lap to go. But it's Drew Kemp out front. He's got half a lap to go in red to bring home the 3 points for the Pirates. So as they come over the line, it's red, white, blue and yellow. Red, white, blue and yellow. It's a 4-2 heat score to the Pirates. They take another heat advantage. And here comes your race winner. It's Drew Kemp for the Pirates in red. Oh, lovely no-footed wheelie there. In red for the Pirates, Drew Kemp. He picked up the 3 points. In 2nd, in white, was Jason Edwards. He picks up a couple of points for the Gladiators. In 3rd, in blue, was Nathan Ablitt. He picks up an all-in-vital point for the Pirates. And Ben Morley, the reserve change, came in at the back in yellow and didn't trouble the scorers. 4-2 race advantage heat score to the Pirates, taking the match score after heat 8, 31 to the Pirates and 17 to the Gladiators.
Nathan, it's been good so far for you this evening. You must be pretty pleased with the way you're going, and that last trap was absolutely spot on.
Yeah, it's been a bit better tonight, yeah. I mean, just saying I made a mistake really. Coming out the first corner, I don't think I was really hard enough on him, but, it's something to take on board and, make sure in the next race I don't let him round.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for you guys, coming into the team at number 7 with very limited championship experience and to be pitched in against some of the top guys. I know it's a learning experience, but it also sometimes may knock your confidence, but I guess you can only take it on board and try and go again.
Yeah, it's... It has been tough at points this year, and it's as you said, it's been a big learning experience for me. But I'm enjoying it. A few good meetings I have, and then I have a few not so good ones. But I think that's all part of it. And I feel like I'm coming on as a rider and improving, even though sometimes my scores might not show it. But as I said all year, I've been putting in my all, and that's what I'll continue to do. And hopefully, have a good last ride tonight.
Yeah, and I think you've got to say that the crowd have been with you all the way here at Poole. I mean, it's been a tough ask to do that number 7 job, but nobody's really got on your back. People have been behind you all the way. You picked up a few sponsors along the way as well, so you must be pleased with the Poole atmosphere.
Yeah, I can't really thank everyone here enough. I think I said in an interview a while back, I'm not an idiot. I know that my scores haven't been up to scratch maybe, and know what the fans expect. So it's. All I can say is thank you to those fans sticking by me, week on week, but maybe haven't been providing the scores they'd hoped or they expect, and no one's more disappointed in their meetings than myself. And this, as I said, we keep trying new things, keep learning, and today's been I think a step in the right direction, and we're still not done.
Well, it certainly has been a step in the right direction. Thanks for your time, Nathan. Keep going and have a good last one. Drew, don't cry, mate, because you've just won the last race. You look a bit hot underneath all that toweling.
Yeah, just a bit disappointed, really. Obviously, I'm not riding very great, so we've got one more to go, and hopefully we can finish off another win again.
Yeah, winning a paid win, and that's paid 5 and another one to come, so not too far away from what you'd be hoping to do here.
No, but, you know, not starting off really is... not starting off great isn't ideal, but, yeah, you know, last 2 races were a lot better, and, you know, as you say, there's still one more, so we can still finish well and, you know, not make it such a terrible night after all.
Do you make any changes after the first one, or just concentration and off we go again?
I changed the sprocket actually after that first one. You know, if you ask all the other riders, I'm on, you know, 2 or 3 teeth higher than everyone else is. So we went one down after that, and yeah, it seemed to work. So obviously made a small mistake in that second ride when I was winning, but apart from that, it seems to be going all right so far.
Well done from what that was. Have a good one in the last one, and enjoy your birthday tomorrow.
Thank you.
So Heat 9, sponsored by Pell's Decor. On the inside, in white, the American Broc NICOL for the Gladiators. In gate 2, in blue, the hard trying tonight, McGURK for the Pirates. In gate 3, in yellow, is Lewis Kerr. He's the tactical substitute. And in gate 4, in red, is Danny King, Captain Marvel for the Pirates. Making a nice rut. We could sow some spuds in there. Bit dry this time of year. Sowing spuds, particularly now there's a hosepipe ban. But here we go. Our start marshal is ready. I don't know what happened there. So let's go. There's the Heat lineup. In gate 1, in white, is Broc NICOL. In gate 2, in blue, is McGURK for the Pirates. In gate 3, off of 15 metres, the tax sub, Lewis Kerr, who broke the tapes. And in gate 4, in red, is Danny King. So here we go. Heat 9 is away, and it's the Pirates away again. Danny King and McGURK out front. Lewis Kerr is hard charging at the back, and he's caught up to the back of Broc NICOL. If he's going to make any inroads, he needs to get on terms with these Pirates, but it's a good 10 bike lengths back to third. Are the Plymouth Gladiators, with these tape mistakes, creating their own downfall? I would seem to think that they are. Danny King gives a little look over his shoulder to see McGURK still there. Louis Kerr comes through on Broc NICOL, but it's too late. It's Danny King. It wins it in red, blue, yellow and white. Red, blue, yellow and white. It's a 5-1 maximum heat score to the Pirates as they increase their lead against the patched up Gladiators. Definite bit more pace there from McGURK. Couple of wheelies from the guys, that's what the fans want to see. Danny King, he picked up 3 points. His partner in blue followed him home, McGURK, he picks up a couple. In yellow is Lewis Kerr, he picked up a point from 15 metres back, and Broc NICOL in white comes in at the back. So there we go, the heat result of Heat 9 was a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates, and they stretch their lead now to 18 points. It's 36 to the Pirates and 18 to the Gladiators. For the Pirate car sponsored Heat 10, on the inside in yellow is Dillon RUML for the Gladiators. In gate 2 in blue for the Pirates is Drew Kemp. In white is Broc NICOL for the Gladiators. In gate 4, Steve Worrall. In red
rider who's got better
For the
and better
Pirates.
through the evening. Had a race win last time out in heat number 8 on gate number 2 in blue. Drew Kemp.
So here we go. Heads up on heat 10 and away we go. And it's the Poole duo out front again. Drew Kemp up the inside, Worrall on the outside. The Gladiators boys got a little untidy there in turn 3 and 4, nearly collected each other. RUML really going for it down there on turn 3, but it's the Pirates duo out front. Worrall looks over his shoulder to check his partner is still there, making sure that he's okay and seeing him home. Good team riding from Stevie Worrall. Another look over his shoulder there to bring the young 19-year-old, he's 19 for one more day, Drew Kemp. And it's looking to be another 5-1 for the Pirates as they come to the line. Red, blue, yellow, white.
Mighty Pirates take a maximum in heat number 10.
Red, blue,
Steve Worrall and Drew Kemp.
yellow and white. It's a 5-1 heat score and a heat advantage once again to the Pirates. Taking the match score after heat 10 to 41 to the Pirates and 19 to the Gladiators. So Worrall's on a maximum with 9 out of 9. Here's the heat 10, confirmation of the heat 10 result. Steve Worrall picks up the 3 points in red for the Pirates. His partner followed him home in blue, Drew Kemp. He picks up a couple. Dillon RUML comes in third place in yellow for the Gladiators, and at the back the rider in white was Broc NICOL. As we say, a 5-1 heat score advantage to the Pirates, a maximum heat score advantage to the Pirates, and it's 41-19 is the match score after heat 10. On the inside in red for the Pirates will be Richard Lawson, yet to be beaten this evening in gate 2. In white is Lewis Kerr. For the Gladiators in gate 3 in blue will be Zach Cook for the Pirates, and then gate 4 is Jason Edwards. So our riders are ready for heat 11, and away we go. And it's another lightning start from Richard Lawson, and he's being followed around the outside by Zach Cook. The Pirates sat in another 5-1 heat score position. Looks like Lewis Kerr coming after him in white. The Gladiators guests just have not had this track dialed in this evening, as well as the Pirates have. Zach Cook in a comfortable second place. It's a heat advantage to the maximum for the Pirates once again as they come round into the last lap flag. And it's just half a lap to go for the Pirates to secure another 5-1. And another race advantage over the Gladiators. And it's blue, red, white and yellow. Blue, red, white and yellow.
Richard Lawson makes it 3 out of 3.
I think Nigel's called it as a whip, but it wasn't. I think it's a 5-1 heat score irrespective of who finished first, but I think the rider in blue finished first. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. Zach Cook getting good at the wheelies now as well. There we go, it is. It's the rider in blue is Zach Cook. He picks up 3 points for the Pirates. Richard Lawson picks up a couple plus a bonus point following his partner home. Lewis Kerr gets the odd point in white for the Gladiators. And at the back in yellow was Jason Edwards.
Steve, thanks for your time. We're on the live stream, of course, and so far 3 outings and 3 wins, so good start.
Yeah, enjoying it. It's nice to get some 5-1s with Drew. Not so much shepherding him along. He seems to be going good tonight. He's got some speed, making good starts. So it's nice to cross the line with the teammate, getting them heat advantages, and it's all going smoothly.
How did you find Heat 1 there with the sun? Did it affect you in any way?
Yeah, you're almost from the entry point to probably halfway around. It's almost like you're blind. You try and turn so you end up where you want to be, and when you all of a sudden lose the sun and you're not where you expect you would. But it's just hard. When you're on your own, it's okay. But I imagine if you was trying to follow someone in and come with a move for an overtake or whatever, it makes things really difficult. So it was worth the little wait, just a bit more track prep and just to let that sun settle. And now it's no complaints. It's perfect.
And riding at number 1, you get this gap, don't you, halfway through the meeting where you probably missed 5 races. You've probably got 2 grading breaks in that as well. Does that unsettle you in any way?
Not so much. I've come accustomed to it. I've got used to it in a way. Luckily here, the track grade's always at a certain point in the meeting. So at home, especially, I've figured it out of what they do, and if I'm to make any changes as to when I need to change them based on how the track gets graded. Tonight it seems like the track crew have got plenty of moisture in it through yesterday and today, so we've actually got quite a bit of material. It's been nearly 30 degrees here today. It's been red hot, and it still is now. So credit to them. They managed to put a good racetrack on for us, and I think we're just a bit too powerful for the Plymouth Devils, aren't we? But sign of things to come. We need home form like this coming into the playoffs now.
Yeah, you've got to keep it rolling, because next week Redcar are here and it's an important home meeting. It's got to get 3 points on the board to keep that top of the table position bubbling along. So no foot off the gas tonight. Keep plugging away hard.
Yeah, well, that's it. We've had, last week I don't want to be disrespectful to anyone or any other teams, but last week was, it was a bit of a walk in the park for us as a home team. And again tonight, we seem to be just stretching our lead, and the Plymouth side is a little bit watered down because of injuries and whatever else they've got going on. But it's you still got to go out there and do the job on the track, I feel. So it's, we're doing a good job.
Well, I'll take issue with you there, because last week Oxford were here and we got down to the last race and things were a bit touchy-feeling. Week before against Birmingham, yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
We're racing that often. I think I was probably thinking about the Wolverhampton match on Monday, but time flies, and I think we can use tonight. Like it is, as I touched on it with Drew. It's good that he's getting some heat wins, some heat advantages, and build a bit of confidence up at home. I think he's a big confidence rider, Drew, and we can get him built up and boosted and ready for next week. An important meeting, we need them points.
And speaking of important meetings, Friday night coming up at Oxford, it's the pairs, yourself and Danny King representing the Pirates in what looks to be a really classy field and a great meeting to be participating in.
Yeah, I've done it once or twice before, and it's always brilliant. The day before Cardiff, it's well attended. It's on a good track, close to Cardiff, I guess. And I think looking at the teams, and especially in our group, we've got just a very good chance of winning it. Again, I know there's a few teams that are massively underpowered, I guess, because of injuries and whatever. But could be between Poole and Leicester in the final, maybe. If you look down the list, I don't like to jump to conclusions, but it's a track I really enjoy. We went there the other day. Danny flew around there, so no reason why we can't go there and do the job.
Well, leave you to get on and relax just for a few minutes. The boys are having a bit of a chat up there. We'll let you get back to it and say well done so far, Steve. Thanks, and good luck for the rest of the evening.
Cool, thank you.
Not the easiest of nights, is it?
Nah, it's always going to be hard here. I haven't got a full team. I haven't got an out-and-out number one, and I got the best I could, on ringing round the weekend. I didn't get back from Berwick till about 6 in the morning. Then I had a few hours sleep and then started putting the team together. But I only had 2 an hour to work with to start with, and then Ben Morley said he was a bit dodgy with the old leg, so I had to wait for him to ring me and say it was okay. So we went to 2 riders and an RR, but I had to ring up the rest, and it just takes time. But some riders are doing so many meetings, they just don't want to do it anymore. You know, they just it's just exhausting themselves.
You're looking forward, I guess, to next Tuesday because you've got an important league match down there against Redcar, so you'll want to muster as much of a full team as you possibly can.
Yeah, that's the one. You know, I've got to try and beat Redcar and get the 3 points. It doesn't matter if I give them a point. I'm not too fussed about that. It's just getting the 3 points as the target. I've got to get the team ready for that. Hans should be back because he's in the Danish league tonight. Hopefully Michael Palmtoff will be back as well, and then I've just got to sort out a couple of good guests for the top. As you know, Alfie, hard to cover Alfie because he's now out for the season, I would have thought, with a broken fibula and tibia, and that's a big miss for me, big miss, because he does get some big points around Plymouth, you know what I mean? But I've got a job to do, and all it is 46 points, so you know that's my target, and that's what I'll be focusing on.
Well, you've done it in meetings previous down there this year, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it again come the time that the Redcar boys turn up in town. Thanks for your time, Gary. Stay safe with the rest of you boys for the rest of tonight.
So here we are, it's Heat 12, sponsored by Crescent Motorcycles, out of Verwood there. In gate 1 in red is Danny King for the Pirates. In gate 2 in yellow is Ben Morley for the Gladiators. In gate 3 is Nathan Ablitt, the reserve for the Pirates, and in gate 4 is Dillon RUML. He comes in as rider replacement. Danny's ready to go, which you always are when you're chasing a max. You're always the first one in and ready to go at tapes. You're keen as mustard. So here we are. It's Heat 12. And away we go to the first turn. Danny King's made a good start. Round the outside is RUML. He looks quick, this one. It's Ablitt. Ablitt's at the back. And he's making a chase. Is that Ben Morley or is that Harry McGURK? Not sure in yellow. No, it's definitely Morley. So it's Danny King's gone at the front. Sorry for that slight confusion. Danny King's gone at the front. He's out there in red, being chased by RUML. In turn, being chased by Morley. It's looking like a 3-all heat score. The result of Heat 12, red, white, yellow and blue. Red, white, yellow and blue.
From 4 teams, Danny King.
4th win on the trot for Danny King. So he's on a max. 12-point max for Danny King for his regular rides. Will we see him in Heat 15? Here's our Heat 12 confirmation of the result. It's Danny King. He picks up 3. The rider in red wins for the Pirates. In white, Dillon RUML. He picks up a couple for the Gladiators. In yellow is Ben Morley. He picks up a point. And at the back this time round was Nathan Ablitt in blue. The match score after Heat 12 is 49 to the Pirates and 23 to the Gladiators. Our Heat lineup for Heat 13. Gate 1 in white is Lewis Kerr for the Gladiators. In gate 2 in red is Steve Worrall for the Pirates. In gate 3 in yellow is Broc NICOL for the Gladiators. And on the outside is Richard Lawson. He's in blue for the Pirates. So, a few last minute adjustments there for the boys. Checking their clutches. Broc NICOL there in yellow. He was the first to come in. Lewis Kerr's in there now. Our start marshal is ready. Our referee will be ready when she lifts the tapes and away they go. And how quick away was Stevie Worrall. And here comes Lawson around the outside. The Pirates looking at another 5-1 in the face here. Big ride. Lawson absolutely flying on the outside. The Gladiators duo have no answer to these Pirates out front. Starting to get a little dusty now, but you can't blame that. Lewis Kerr is now making a move on Steve Worrall. He made some bike lengths there. I don't know whether it's Worrall mistake or whether it's Lewis Kerr really diving in on the outside. He'll be back here next week with his parent club, the Red Car Bears, so he's working it all out for next week. But it's Richard Lawson out front. And I'll tell you what, Lewis Kerr hasn't given this up going into the final turns, but he hasn't done enough. It's blue, red, white and yellow.
Pirates power away in the big heat number 13.
Blue, red, white and yellow. It's another 5-1 maximum heat score to the Pirates. They're on a rampage this evening, the Pirates, with the 5-1s. That takes the match score after heat 13 to 54 to the Pirates. 24 to the Gladiators. It's been a tough night for the Gladiators.
13 goes away of the Pirates in a big way.
So heat number 13, here's the confirmation result. Richard Lawson, he wins it in blue for the Pirates. In second was Steve Worrall, he's in red for the Pirates. Third was Lewis Kerr in white. He's battled all night for his points. And at the back was Broc NICOL in yellow for the Gladiators. A 5-1 maximum heat score for the Pirates was the result of heat 13. 54 to the Pirates. 24 is the match score after heat 13. Sponsored by Maybrin's Property Limited. On the inside in blue is Zach Cook for the Pirates. He's had a couple of wins tonight. In gate 2 in white is Dillon RUML for the Gladiators. In gate 3, Zach Cook's brother in red, Ben Cook for the Pirates. These two have been marvellous in heat 14 in previous weeks. And on the outside in yellow is Harry McGURK at Wimborne Road. As the nights draw in, it may still be summer, but the nights are drawing in earlier and we need these floodlights. It's heat 14. And away we go. And it's another good start for the Pirates duo. Ben Cook coming around the outside of his brother Zach. Zach looks over the shoulder and lets him go by. It's looking like another 5-1 to the Pirates. Dillon RUML there trying to chase the two boys out front. He's starting to use a wide line. The two Cook brothers are using an inside line. RUML is starting to catch them in fairness. Zach Cook's going to have to look out. We've just got about a lap to go. RUML drifted a little wide there and that's let it go. It's Harry McGURK at the back. This is all valuable learning curve for him, the young man in yellow. But it's the Pirates out front. It's another 5-1. It's red, blue, white and yellow.
Cook brothers making heat 14 their own again tonight. Ben and Zach Cook.
It's a 5-1 maximum heat score. Again, the result of heat 14 in the Pirates' favour. Taking the match score to 59 to the Pirates and 25 to the Gladiators. Couple of nice wheelies from the boys there. Really enjoying their time together in heat 14, those two. What must that feel like to be racing around at that speed with your brother alongside you in heat 14 when it's going right? Superb. Ben Cook wins it in red for the Pirates, picking up 3 points. Second, followed home by his brother Zach Cook. He picks up a couple. Dillon RUML comes in third in white for the Gladiators for the solitary point. And Harry McGURK, learning curve for young Harry. He comes in at the back in yellow. Some very young men in heat 15. Not the usual heat 15 we'd see, but it'll be a beauty all the same. Sponsored by Moorish Homes, heat 15. In gate 1 in red for the Pirates is Kemp. In gate 2, in white, is Jason Edwards for the Gladiators, the guest tonight. In gate 3, in blue, is Ben Cook for the Pirates. And in gate 4, in yellow, is Dillon RUML for the Gladiators. Our riders called in for the last heat of the evening. Here we go, and away we go, and it's a good start from the Gladiators on this occasion. Drew Kemp comes up the inside, Ben Cook tries to follow him, but he has to shut the throttle off, so Drew Kemp's out front, and now all the action will be behind with Ben Cook. He'll be trying to get by Edwards and RUML here. Ben Cook's going to be all the excitement. He bangs it down into turn 3, holding on for the big cutback up the inside. He's going to have to go wide again. His momentum was lost there at the start line. The two Gladiators boys blocking the track fairly well for Ben there. Even though he looks quicker, doesn't seem able to get by. He's had to lock that up a little there to stop him hitting the back of Edwards. But as we come to the line, it's a win for Drew Kemp. It's red, yellow, white, blue. Red, yellow, white and blue. So a 3-all heat score with the result of heat 15. Taking the match score to a massive 62 to the Pirates. 28 to the Gladiators. They fought gallantly, but the Pirates were just unstoppable tonight. Race result confirmation, it's a win, and 3 points for Drew Kemp in red. In second was Dillon RUML in yellow for the Gladiators. In third was Jason Edwards in white for the Gladiators, and unfortunately there at the back was Ben Cook in blue for the Pirates. A 3-all heat score sees the match result after heat 15 being 62 to the Pirates and 28 to the Gladiators. We head to centre green now, and Rob Dyer.
Well, we've just seen heat 15 here at Poole Stadium as the Pirates beat the Gladiators by 62 to 28, and the man contributing points in the reserve berth tonight is Pirates number 7, Nathan Ablitt. Nathan, just reflect on that meeting and how you fared.
Yeah, it was obviously a great win for the team, wasn't it? Obviously not ideal circumstances for Plymouth, but you can only beat who's in front of you, and that's what we've done. It was a bit more of a positive night for myself. Steps in the right direction. I still, felt as if I made a couple of mistakes and could have picked up a few more points, but I've got to be happy that it's better than it has been, and hopefully keep building from here.
Yes, certainly a good night for you, but in heat number 2 there, how did the sun affect you? It was very bright going into turns 1 and 2. Did that have any impact?
Yeah, I couldn't really see where I was coming into the corner, so I made a few mistakes in there. I didn't feel like I rode very well in heat 2, purely because in that corner, I couldn't see. So, after we had that delay, it was fine. But obviously, riding with no brakes and you can't see coming into a corner is not ideal. But it's just good. Everyone got through it safe, and there was no crashes because of it. And we moved on.
And then on to heat 4, and you made an absolutely corker out of gate number 2, and heat 8 was it? Yeah, heat 8. Well, it was a corker, whichever way you went, and just a little bit unlucky to be a little bit tight on the line and stop the man running around the outside of you. You must be practicing starts like that and hoping that they keep coming.
Yeah, it was made 3 better ones tonight. A couple of them didn't quite get there. My start in heat 4 was rubbish, and don't really know why, to be honest. We had 3 better ones and 1 which was real bad. But yeah, heat 8. I think I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. Is in sort of the championship, if I make a start like that, as I'm coming to the corner, it takes me that sort of second to think about it, and by that point it's sort of too late. If that was National League, I feel like I would have run straight up and never look back. But it's just learning, being in that situation more and learning, to be ruthless. I think me and Drew could have been on for a 5-1. I just wasn't quite hard enough on one of their riders. So it's stuff to learn from and take on board and make sure it doesn't happen next time.
Well, to celebrate a good night here at Poole Stadium, I guess you're off to Oxford and Cardiff at the weekend to enjoy yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
OK, leave it at that. We'll leave it with Nathan. Thank you very much indeed. Well done, Nathan.
Thanks to the Pirates TV crew, our cameraman Rob Haywood, Roman cameraman Paul Hague, presenter and commentator, oh that's me, pitch reporter Rob Dyer, stadium presenter Nigel Leahy, producer and director Andy Hague, support down in the dungeon from Katie Mitchell, and thanks for all our images, authorised and supplies by the BSL. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week, hopefully.
Poole Speedway.
Kurt's really ripping them apart in this one. He went inside, outside, he weighed him up.